This morning we're going to be distributing the LaPorte County Veterans Recognition Medal. This started right after World War I. I think you were, no, your dad was. John. When all the troops came home from World War I, LaPorte County awarded every soldier, airman, sailor, whatever, gave them all a medal for taking part in the big war. And that medal was on display in our museum. Now, if you might remember, when the museum used to be in the complex where E911 is now, when they moved it out to where it's presently located at the Kessler building, they found that medal. Bill Hager actually was the commissioner at the time. Came to me and said, you know what, that was a good idea back then. This was about 93 when Desert Shield was starting up. And remember, we used to have those rallies, support the troop rally. And said, this is something we should do. So we had those medals replicated, got the council to pay for it. And the first time in I think it was like February of 1994, we had an event at LaPorte High School because we knew it was going to be big. And we presented medals to over 500 LaPorte County veterans. And we've been doing it every year since, to live veterans. There have been occasions when somebody had turned in their paperwork to get the medal and then passed away. We've taken it to the widow or surviving member, or we've had veterans in the hospital in bad shape. Rather than wait for the event, we would do that. We just want to make sure that every LaPorte County veteran gets to show an appreciation that they have coming. And I don't care what branch of the service you were in. I don't care where you went. I don't care if you were in war or in peacetime or whatever. When you put your life on hold and you went to training and you wore the uniform, whatever you had to do, that was your job. And LaPorte County, I believe, still is the only county that I know of that does this. This shows that recognition to every member of that 37. So, with that, this is the rest of our committee. You probably all know Steve Head Dog Moore from the ball gang, Air Force brother. George Watkins, he'll get a chance to talk in a few minutes, so we might want to get comfortable. And our other veteran service officer, Joe Golding. So I'll turn it over to Joe and do what we got to do.
Okay. Well, I could tell almost everybody's here, but I could definitely say that one person's not here. Anyway, I would like to begin by offering you this poem for consideration. It's not a rhyme, but it does make one reflect on the important meaning of being a veteran. It was written by Matt McGovern, once a Navy corpsman, and I know we have a Navy corpsman here today. This poem reflects on a World War II Navy veteran and was written as his funeral poem. It aptly describes a member of the greatest generation when answering the call to duty was an honor and a privilege. It's entitled The Old Salt. It actually was a World War II veteran funeral poem. The Old Salt was a special man who came along in a time when he was needed most. A time that is now gone forever, when men believed in sacrifice, when heroes walked the earth in mass. But patriotism was not just a word, but by what men lived and judged the worth of each. A man who lived a life most of us cannot comprehend. An era now gone, as this warrior's tour of duty ends at this station and begins anew in the heavenly fleet. Sail on, sailor, and to your unaccompanied tour, we salute you. What greater honor than when a man moves forward. He leaves behind in each of us the best of what he was. A defender, protector, supporter, victor, or warrior, the last of a breed from an era when ships were made of wood and men were made of steel. The old salt has reported for duty that takes him away from us for now. Though those of us who remain behind remember and will continue to remember because he now resides forever in our hearts. As I look up at night, I envision the old salt, a beret draped just above the eye, as he draws upon his pipe. Quietly he waits, the guardian of heaven's gate. I've always had a special place in my heart for World War II veterans, and I think everybody here knows that through the attrition of natural aging process, a lot of them aren't with us anymore. So I did want to mention it as a tribute. I wanted to especially honor those veterans of our greatest generation as their numbers are dwindling. We should always hold them in our highest esteem. This is our past. As to our future, it's our responsibility to educate our young citizenry the value and meaning of all who fought to preserve the freedoms we currently enjoy. There are those who want to change our history in order to promote an agenda that is counter to what we know to be true. Don't allow that to happen. Stay proud of what you have accomplished militarily and ensure that our values are passed on to younger generations. It's important. Younger generations, they're going to lose the meaning of what we all know. Now we return to the present day. It would not take too much imagination to consider us, the post-World War II veterans, as the future guardians of heaven's gate. Why is that? Because like our past generations of veterans, we answered the call to duty, and we were prepared to give our all to ensure that the freedoms fought for were not squandered, and that the sacrifices of our past military heroes are not forgotten. That said, it is my honor to recognize today's veterans on behalf of LaPorte County. The LaPorte County Patriotic and Heroic Certificate for Armed Forces Service reads as follows. The citizens of LaPorte County, Indiana, and the United States of America rightfully present this certificate in recognition of your military service in helping secure freedom for our country and our county. Thank you for a job well done from the LaPorte County Board of Commissioners, LaPorte County Council Representatives, LaPorte County Veterans Advisory Committee. So you all deserve to be commended for answering the bell and the call. And my honor to present this to you. As I call your name, come forward. If you have a problem coming forward because of a disability or something, just raise your hand and I'll bring it to you. Okay, so I'm going to do this in order. Is Scott Allen here? Scott Allen? No. Okay. Yeah. And George brings it up in this. Okay, Barry Afkowski, member of the Army. There you go. Bring your service. Can we get there?
Yes.
John H. Benson, Army.
Yes, thank you for your service. Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Good to see you again, brother. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, have to. I hate to rush, but I got a birthday for my 5-year-old granddaughter. Thank you very much.
Charles Bourne, Army.
Congratulations, thank you for your service. Thank you. Certificate, sir.
Michael Callahan, Marine Corps.
Congratulations, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, Michael.
Damon Cash is not here. Edward Coleman Jr. Edward Coleman Jr. Jeff Duff, Army. Jeff is a movie star, in case you don't know.
Oh, yeah. Today's his birthday.
It is.
That's right. Yeah. Still
Joseph Fry, Navy.
Jeff, is it today your birthday?
He just wants that steak.
He wanted a free drink.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So, thank you.
Yes, sir. Richard Kennedy Jr.
Congratulations, thank you for your service.
Harold Fleischer.
Congratulations, thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Underlying car system has the emergency.
There you go. I didn't think you'd go over this and make it this far.
Gotta listen to bad Marine Corps jokes along the way, so things I've never heard of before or something. Bruce Morgan. That's great.
Congratulations, thank you for your service.
Brian Ponder, Marine Corps.
Congratulations, thank you for your service. How you broke it?
Amen. Wannabes. Ike Smith. Did I get that right? Ike. Audio problem. Army.
Congratulations, thank you for your service.
Thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir. Joseph Smyers. U.S. Navy.
Congratulations, thank you for your service.
Michael Stupar. Army.
Congratulations, thank you for your service.
Michael Taggart, Navy.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service. Yes, sir.
Robert Virgil, Marine Corps.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Justin Ward, Army. Paul Wilson, Sr., Army.
Seriously, right, you're not where you should set your own bottom.
And lastly, Boyd Edson. Boyd, what branch of service were you in?
Army. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Did I miss anyone? That concludes this portion of the ceremony. It's a done deal, but I wanted to introduce George Watkins specifically because he's the Veteran Service Officer in Michigan City part-time. He works Thursdays and Fridays from 8 to 4 in Michigan City. So I'll let George say a few words and
You've already told us everything we need to know. If you'd rather come to Michigan City, Thursday and Friday is better for you, or if you don't like the longer drive, just give me a call. Email me, gwatkins@laportecounty.org, and I'll set up an appointment and we'll take care of it. Have a safe trip home. Don't get stuck in the snow.
all right, well, thank you all for showing up. I don't know if anybody has any parting words here, but drive safely. I appreciate you coming down here, and it genuinely was my honor, not only to meet you again, but to present you with this county award. I think it's a nice gesture on the part of the county. The medals are nice, they make a nice display in their home. So thanks again for coming.
But I got my